CSS first section and color is blue and the font size is like 40 pixel. Okay, then I have an internal CSS paragraph. Only we have one paragraph, so basically it is targeting this one only. Then I have a color brown, or I can make this one as also first section and brown. Okay, now tell me, when I run the file, which is the color applied to the paragraph, either a blue or a brown?
Brown.
Guys,
Brown,
Blue.
brown.
Brown.
brown. Why?
It is in the HTML itself.
So because of
You're calling class in the HTML itself, maybe.
I am calling the first section. It is also here. Also, it is also here. Also, I have linked the main CSS file. Also, right? Let's go and check. So now tell me. Let's remove the body also. No need to comment this one also. Yeah. Now tell me, like, what is the color applied to the paragraph?
It's brown.
Brown, right?
yes,
If I remove this one, internal CSS, now it is
It's
blue.
blue.
blue. It is taking blue from where?
Uh,
Class.
from class.
Both
External
are class only, right?
external sales.
Yeah, it is taking external CSS. By seeing this, what you will understand. So I have external CSS also, I have an internal CSS also, and which is the color it is taking.
First, it will
Internal
explain
Because
about internal
HTML
CSS. It will
from
execute
starting it
internal
goes.
CSS.
Internal.
Yesterday you explained that HTML goes from line by line from starting
Yeah,
to ending.
exactly. Awesome ways. So why it is taking is, which is the file which it is loaded first? Style sheet main.css, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it will load the external CSS first, then it will apply the color blue, then again internal CSS will get a priority, then it will apply brown here. Some of them will have a doubt. If I move this one to here, now tell me,
Then it will be blue.
will you blue? Why? Tell me why.
Because of
After head
not linked
section,
to.
Yeah, you got right. It is overridden.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
Okay, now what Muzammil sir asked, let's go to that one. Yes, sir. I have a blue external CSS blue. I have an internal CSS brown, and I will give inline also here. Like color green. Okay. So now for the same paragraph, there is a external CSS, there is internal CSS, there is an inline CSS, and if I go and check, what is the color applied?
Green.
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 Okay. Now tell me, we have an external, we have an internal, we have an inline. Which is the getting the priority?
Inline.
Inline.
Why?
Inline.
It is overridden for everything.
Yeah, exactly. Because see, here you're saying blue, then again you're overriding here and saying brown. Then when it is executing this line, you're saying that okay, override the color to green. So by default, inline CSS has a more priority compared to the internal. Why? Because at the time of execution of that line, we are overriding that color.
Okay.
So this is the process how it works. Yesterday I said same thing. Another thing I wanted to say: don't use internal CSS. This is an interview questions. Don't use internal CSS. Don't use inline CSS. There will be scenario like sometimes you need to use like this when you need to override something. But see here only the font color is overriding. But if you go to font size, right, it is still remaining the 40 pixel only. Correct. If I
Yeah.
remove this one, only there is a color. So this is then priority. So yeah, this is called cascading. I said right, applying a multiple things to one particular element, and it will take the on based on the priority.
No, if we define font size in a line inline CSS, then it will take that one only, right?
Yeah, it will be overridden on that only because this is on the time of execution we are giving.
Okay.
Any doubt, guys? I use font size here something like 10, and if you go and check, it is like 10 pixel because you're overriding here. So you got right. Fine.
Okay, yeah, Salman, thank you.
Okay. So yes, sir. Yeah, thanks, sir. It is
Hello,
a
can
very
you
good
hear?
question. I think, Pujita, I'm hearing like there is a delay in the I don't know, your voice is distorted.
Now,
Is it my voice is like audible for you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, Pujita.
yeah, yesterday you have written the inline CSS.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Yesterday you have written the inline CSS between the style tag, right?
Inline is between the opening of the tag. Internal is between the style tag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was you use the comment tags.
Oh,
How did it take? Like, how did it run? If it is comment, also it has.
um,
So
that is
that
a comment. Yeah, basically the comment tag in the HTML is this one. The whatever you write within this one will be not executed. It is just for readability. That is the advantage of a comment tag in HTML. It will be not executed. It is just ignored by the HTML file. Like ignored by
yeah,
the
that's
browser.
what my question is. But still, that style tag within the tags, it has worked, right? Inline CSS.
I commented, yeah, inline CSS is working now. Now inline CSS will always work. There is
Yeah,
no
it
doubt.
was within the comment tag.
I didn't got. Can we tell you to see? I have a style tag. I have a paragraph
Yeah,
here.
that yeah, that style tag you have written between the comment tag. So how did it work? I'm asking. That's it.
If I comment it
Uh,
and it got nothing will work. It is not working right.
okay. Yeah, you
Whatever you
use
comment,
that.
that will not work. That is just for like readability. Like you have something here code that
Okay.
is not commented. If you want, you can assume that if I want to check that one, I can give something like highlight here. So now I have given here. Now see, I will remove the inline also and class also. The paragraph
Okay.
will be highlight now. Just to like understand this one. Now see the paragraph is highlight, right? Now I will comment the style tag. If
Okay.
you go here, it is a black because why this is not executed. This is not just it
Oh.
is a readable thing that okay, I am saying to the other developers that I have written something here and I have commented. In the comment, you can write a message also here like
Okay. I got
comment
confused.
commented for issues. You need to
Okay.
write.
Okay.
So if you read the code, a lot of times developer will use a comment. So this is a comment tag. Basically, if you can remember, this is a comment tag. It's like within the Angular braces, what do you call this one? Exclamation symbol,
Exclamatory.
exclamatory symbol, then followed by two hyphens. Within that one, you can write anything. These all is comment.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Salman.
Okay,
Got
Pujita.
confused. That's it.
Yeah, I was about to explain this tag today. Yeah. So guys, this is a comment tag. Whatever we comment, right, that will be not executed by the web page. Not so that will be ignored. So that's what I'm writing here. Always whatever I'm writing in a green color right here, it is also comments. Okay, yeah. So I think hope everyone has got cleared the doubts. Like Muzamil sir and Pujita asked the doubts, right? I think that is also like very good questions. Most of them have those doubts. Thanks that you guys are asking and clearing the doubts. Yeah. Anyone any other doubts? No, right? So let's go to the next topics. There are like couple of other
So,
hello. Yeah.
ID element can be called in between the classes, sir.
Oh,
Anywhere
Pujita,
in the program.
not Pujita. Afia, you're asking from yesterday same question. I said right.
Yeah.
You can call both, but which has a higher
No, no.
specificity?
If I want to call the classes first, then ID, then classes can be executed.
No, why you apply two at a time? That's what I'm not asking. Why you want to apply
No,
ID
not
and
at a
class?
time. Step by step itself. I want to class first call two classes, then ID, then two classes. Now
Tell me
I
the scenario, like how can I run? Okay, tell me like the scenario exactly. I
okay,
will write
enter.
another paragraph.
Again, I call again ID, so then call class like that.
Okay, I will write here lorem. Okay, now tell me, like, what is the scenario? So I have three paragraph. I have one class.
Okay.
We'll write
Again.
another
Okay.
ID. Okay. I will add something like brown or blue violet. Okay. So you wanted to apply this one to the first paragraph or second paragraph?
Second.
You can do, right? It is like,
Also,
see,
that's what I'm asking.
no, 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 no. I
No,
think,
that don't call class ID. I want this like ID.
okay,
Don't.
no, no, I'm applying ID only, sorry. ID, second one I applied. Now you're saying that you want to call this first section again, you can call. See, this is something like you reusable.
Okay, fine.
So you have written one time, you can use it this one in the file 1,000 times,
Okay.
irrespective of that one. But what I said was if you're using ID selector, only use one time. Why?
Okay.
Because this is has some purpose. This is a unique selector that should be used only one time.
Okay.
So that's the reason I said that one.
Anywhere
Don't
we can use this ID, no sir. Anywhere in the program, first or second or middle.
anywhere, like, see,
Okay.
oh, you're asking that one order. No, no, no. You
Yeah.
can write anywhere, like whatever you want to write.
Okay.
Can
Thank
you
you, sir.
write? You can write what? See, there is no order in writing the selectors, but there is a rule in writing the selector.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Thank you.
And it is not that you need to use H1 first, and H1 you can use anywhere first. And whatever like order you want, you can use. And how many times you can reuse the class selector, you can use. But only thing is what I requested is don't use ID selector multiple times. That is the first thing. Second thing, don't use internal CSS and don't use inline CSS. Write everything in a separate file so that if someone comes, he will understood that everything. And in my, like, as I am coding, right, what I best practice I follow is, see, assume that I have something like article. Last name is article. Okay, so I will give something like color as aqua. So what I will do is I will write in a order, alphabetical order, so that it will be easy for us to search. Because assume that I have uploaded this article here. Okay, so when I want to debug this one, right, when I go to the CSS file, I know need to search somewhere like where is article, where is article. So if you list that one in an ascending order, alphabetical ascending order, then it will be easy for us to search. That's it. That is like a request. It is better to write in an order. And if you don't have that practice, you will write somewhere like this. So that time what we need to do is like we will search that one. Control F, write article, where is there. Then we will search and we will find. That's it. So you can write in any order. It is not that you need to write first ID or class or something. No, no. Depend upon your requirement, you need to write the selectors. Hope I think I cleared your doubt.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So yeah, guys. So ID selector, class selector we have. So we'll use most of the time class selector only. So yeah. So article is the class name. I will give you an article as a class name. Any doubts? No doubts, right? So yeah. So then yesterday we have covered the universal selector, class selector, uh, universal selector, class selector, ID selector, element selector. But in CSS, we have some of the other selectors. Those we call as a, you see, this is all comment I am reading, not a code. Pseudo selectors. What we call this one as pseudo selectors. So yeah, so why we call this one as pseudo selector is because like this will be applied with the help of selectors. They doesn't have a proper. I will tell you like explain the scenario that one you will get to know. So for example, I will write a paragraph here. Okay, so this is a paragraph. This is an heading. Okay, I have written a paragraph and I have written a heading. So for heading, let's give some class as an. What will be the class? Yeah, another shortcut is you can write selector with a class h1 dot class name. If you want to give like heading, automatically it will take. This is a shortcut. Can you see? Assume that you want 5 paragraphs. P star 5 hit enter, 5 paragraph automatically will get. And if you want to write a class name automatically with a writing a tag h1, we need a ID class selector, right? So class will start with a dot class name heading. automatically it is created. And take this heading and here and add it, and whatever you want you can give here. Okay, so then what I have as like, yeah, this one is there. Then if you want to write ID selector h1 hash something, I will give the ID, enter, then ID will be ID. So that one also, like, this is a shortcut to write. So heading, so it's in the heading learning CSS3. Okay, now in the heading I will give background color as something like aqua. Okay, fine. Now if I go and check here, so background has an aqua, right? Something, and color is, let's make something. What is that? I will give lime green to make it more clear. Yeah, lime green, and I will give color as something like white or wheat. Yeah, you're getting the difference, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the background color? Background color will applying to the background, and color is applying to the text. Okay. Now, first pseudo selectors which we study is a pseudo class selector. Okay. Then we will study pseudo element selector, pseudo classes selector, right? So in the pseudo classes selector, we have something called hover pseudo classes. Pseudo classes, in that one we have something called hover. Okay, so how this one will work is, for example, we have a heading. If you want to use pseudo selectors, we'll repeat that same style once again, and we will add the property here hover. So this is pseudo class selector. So hover is a class name. Okay, so I have given that one pseudo class hover. So on hover, what I wanted to is, I want to change the background color to crimson red, and it will be like white. Okay, now if you come here, if I hover the mouse, what is happening? Just if I take the mouse, what is happening?
Blinking.
Not blinking, changing the color. On hover, what is the color? Background color, crimson red. And what is the text color? White. If I remove, what is the background color? Green. So this is hover effect. If you see the websites, right? If in the on the website, for example, if you go to access only, see on hovering, what is happening here? On hovering, what is happening, guys?
Color is changing.
Yeah, so how can I
Changing
do this
colors.
one using the pseudo pseudo class selector? So what is does be means, we are applying heading here, right? So heading is there. So this will be like normal. When we hover, so we are saying on mouse hover property. This is on hover property. Okay, and on hover property, see what is the specificity for this one, 010. For what is the 020? When we hover mouse, change the background color to crimson red, change the color to white, and it is followed by the class selector. So that's why we call it as a pseudo class selector. We can't directly write on hover, right? We can't write directly on hover. We need to write with a class selector. So this one is a pseudo because it need a help of a class selector. That's why we call it a pseudo class selector. Clear? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
No doubts, right? If I give the assignment, don't ask like how can I do that one. So pseudo class selector is a hover. So on hover, I wanted to change the color. So that's what I have implemented here. When I hover the mouse, the color is changing, and you can do whatever you want on hover property. So this is the first thing. Then second thing, there is another pseudo class selector, that is a focus. So for that one, I need a form. We have a form. Within the form, okay. So I will write first name. And label, then I use input tag. Type is a text. Name will be like I will use something like first name. I got right. I got an input. Okay. Now what I will do is for this one, for this input tag. Okay. For this input tag, I'm taking a tag name only directly like a input tag. I will add a focus. On focus of this input tag, I wanted to change the background color to something called blue. Now, let's go on tag. When I focus, what is happening?
Changing.
Changing color, right? And I wanted to change the text color also. It is not visible. Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry. See now on focus there is a property for input tag. So here on focus, color is changed. So if I click outside, color gone. So this is also one of the alternative pseudo class. This one focus type. Yeah. So then clear, right? Pseudo class selectors, pseudo selectors. Why we call pseudo? Because we need to use with the help of selectors, other selectors. So that's when we call it a pseudo class selector. So hover will be used with a class. Okay. So yeah, this is the first thing.
Salman,
Yeah.
this focus is applied only to forms.
Yeah, focus is only comes to the forms.
Okay.
Because when we click on that one, the area will be focused in that one. Why we
Okay.
call that one focus is basically, sir, if you see that one, now that my cursor is not at all present anywhere, right? When I click here, the automatically the cursor will be there. So how it is means we are focusing on that particular area to type something.
Okay. Okay.
So that is focus is only for like input type here, and hover is only for like these elements. Hovering effect, when you hover the mouse here, the color will change. So yeah, these are the like two things which I wanted to cover. Last batches we didn't cover this one. We are asked the students to go through this one as like this is very simple, but I'm covering for you guys like so that you have proper understanding. So clear, right, guys, on this one? Now what I will do is
I one have doubt.
yeah.
So heading, however, that one we have can use anywhere, no, sir?
Yeah, you can use it. So yeah, who is asking? Hakib.
No, sir, Sayed.
Okay, yeah. See, yeah, hover. Basically, hover will be used for only like the titles, not for complete paragraph. Yeah, you can use for paragraph also. We can try this one. See now, I will copy same thing. What I need to do, I wanted to apply for article. What I need to do, copy the same thing. Just change the heading tag to article. Now, see, apply.
Okay.
Clear.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now then we have something called pseudo element selectors. Pseudo element selector. Pseudo spelling, yeah. Yeah, pseudo element selector. Okay. So here, pseudo element selector, this is also very, very important. Most of the time we use this one. So for you guys, I will give let's write something here and we will then write that one. So yeah, what I will do is I will write a paragraph. Okay, I need to write a unique. So let's take div. I take the div. Okay, here what I will do is this is a div tag. Okay, so I don't have anything in a div. Do you have anything in the div? Let's have we have only lorem. Okay, we have a lorem as in that one. So I will take in here element selector. How will write element selector like this one div like this. Here we have element selector that is called here we use double colon before, and here there is a property called content. If you want to insert the content before, we can insert it here. How we can do that one? For example, here I can add before. Okay, then I will take that one only, then I will give here after, and I will give here after. Now before and after, can you see we are getting before and after, right? Are we getting or not?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
exactly.
Font size something like this. You see here, what I am doing, I am inserting the content to this particular tag before and after, using the before and after pseudo element selectors. So basically, this tags will use it to insert the content. Insert the content to the page from the CSS. Getting point? Not I'm not writing here before and after, right? I'm writing from here. So that is only possible if you're using the pseudo element selectors like before and after. It will be used in a DOM, like when you wanted to make it dynamic application, you wanted to insert that one, that time you wanted to do something, then that time we will use this one. And what is like before and after, we'll have a content for this one. Clear? You can see here. Then we have something called first child also. For example, take another paragraph, or I have 5 words. Okay, I wanted to make first letter bold. How can I do this one? Select first letter. Now here, what I will do is make fonts weight bolder something. Now if you go and see, I think you have seen many places the paragraph start with like this bold color. The first letter only will start with a bold color, right? When you're reading the notes or a books or somewhere, the paragraph starting letter of the paragraph will be bold and will be like large format. How can we achieve that one? Like this. So P pseudo class element selector with the first letter is there. Using the first letter, we are making only the first letter of the paragraph bolder. And we can, if you want to change that color also, you can change to like something this. See? And here also it is changed. So yeah. So these are all called pseudo element selectors. And we have something called section also, I think. For example, I will remove the article here for time being.
Salman, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
If I want to change the font of first letter of only first paragraph, and I want to retain the second paragraph as it is.
First letter of?
First paragraph only, because you have two paragraphs here, right?
It is changing for two paragraphs. Then use you need to use unique things, sir, like a class selector type.
Okay, okay.
But as it is an element selector, it will apply for all only.
Yeah, that is what I'm asking. If I want to do only for the first paragraph, and second, third, I will keep as it is, then what to be done?
You need to go for a class selector at that point of a time.
But there also I can apply this bold weight selector.
No, let's see. For example, you're saying this one only, right?
Yeah.
Article first letter, or some bolder and something. See, it is working.
Okay.
Only articles is this one. So these are like extra things. If you want to, so then we have had a selection tag for this paragraph. Okay. Now, see, if I select, color is changing. So what is the advantage of selection, guys? So when I select the paragraph, select in the sense you copy, right, using the mouse. Guys, are you guys getting or not? I'm explaining to myself, or you guys are getting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Getting it.
When we select something, right, if you select like this, see, automatically the color is changing. That is called selection. Okay, then we have something called first line also. A lot of things are there, guys. So you need to You need to study and cover those things. Okay. So first line also there. So just I will list down here and I will share to you guys. So classes, what are the things we have is, tell me which are the things selected pseudo class.
Pseudo selectors.
Hover,
No, yeah, pseudo class selectors only. First one which is
hover and
studied.
focus.
Pseudo
Yeah.
class. Power.
So we need to use one colon for these class selectors.
Focus.
Hover, focus,
Focus.
Before and after.
for focus. Then yeah, before and after is in
Element
element.
selector.
Yeah.
Pseudo
So
elements.
then here we have like first child is also there. You can try that one. This is assignment for you guys. First child. First child is there. First child means for body, which is the first child here.
H1.
Yeah.
H1.
So you can make that one. So and here also within a, if you make div, assume that I'm using the div here. Okay. Now there will be scenario. Okay, this is a div. Article I have given. Within that one I have a paragraph, or within that one I have another paragraph. Okay, now I want to select the first child. For that one, you need to use this one. Article dot first child, then first child of an article element. I can, if you want, I can show you here. There's something I'm missing. Yeah, you explore this one. This is very easy. Just go to the W school school. I've written a lot of styles here. I don't know which is overriding here. I need to check. But yeah, I'm covering this one. First child is there. That one also you study. Yeah, then nth child is there. There is a nth child. This one. You need to go through this one. Nth child. You can target particular nth child. Nth means there are like div is there. It has like a lot of 5 to 10 childs. These P2 P's are also child, right? If you want to target only like last child, how can we target? Using the child, nth child. There is a like nth child. So study these two things. I have covered this thing. Then we go for a pseudo class, pseudo element. So in the pseudo element, it will always use double colon. So in the pseudo element, which are the things we have studied?
Before, after.
Before,
Before, after.
before, yeah. Before, after, then
Selection.
First letter.
first letter, yeah.
First line.
Selection. Yeah, first line is a selection. First line. Okay, first line. Okay, before after selection, first line, first letter. These are the pseudo element selectors we have. So yeah, guys. So I have covered everything, almost everything. So just read that one. Then something we have other things. Let me cover that one also.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, for pseudo classes, classes, everything starts with a dot, no, sir?
Class means how you write a class. Dot,
Dot, yes, sir, but
not
in
article
the
class name. Then again colon. But this is a property that is CSS properties. This means hover means what? You can't write hover here. We are seeing on the articles. You need to first write the article selector. Then on hovering this article, if you want to change the color, you need to write a dot article hover. If you don't want to change the color, then don't write it.
Sir, for focus, you have written only input focus, sir, without
That
adding.
is for input tag. Focus is for input tag. I said nah, focus is only apply for input tag. Because on clicking on the focus will be there.
Okay, if you don't use dot also, no problem, sir, for that.
No, because I'm using the tag name directly. No, I'm not upload any style here. If you want to, you write and apply here something here.
Salman sir, can you just show input focus once again? That's it. Input focus tag.
What you need to show, like already there is red input is there, focus is the property that is there in the CSS. Though I'm applying that one.
In HTML, the code.
In HTML form, you didn't guys practice the form. Just form I have written here, nothing. Input type text name, first name return, value I didn't return because I don't want to write the form. I just wanted to show the focus tag. Just have written an input, and you can use class or name also here. I'm not written the class name. Right here I can input tag. Right here. See.
Okay, yeah, I got.
Right. So I targeted input. It is unique thing here. Only one thing. I told you na. Don't use always class selectors. Okay, but these we call as the element selector because we are targeting the element to inject the content. Okay, tell me before and after you want to insert the content. Where you will insert the content? Tell me. To a particular tag only, right? That's why we call it the element selector. And first line of the letter, element selection. When we select particular element, first line element, right? And these are not element. We are not adding the content. We are adding the effects on hover, on focus, what we need to be done. So that's that they have divided it into these categories. So it is up to you. Class selector means you need to use classes only. Clear? But I have used input. Either of the case works fine. But my intention was not to teach you class selector. My intention was to go get focus on the focus word. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Salman, can you repeat that before and after thing?
Sir,
Before and after thing.
here div is there, right?
Okay.
So in the div, I want to insert some content dynamically from CSS before of this content and after of this content.
Okay. Okay.
So div before, so I'm inserting before and after. If you go and check here, there is a before and after.
Okay. So we can write anything there, right? Before and after. I can write anything there.
Yeah, I can write whatever I want, like learning, CSS, or something else. Whatever you want, we can write.
Okay. Okay.
Basically, this is a content. Within the double quotes, we need to dump the content. We can write lorem ipsum also.
What is the practical implementation of this? Because we can easily write there itself, right?
No, sometimes basically like there will be scenario, right? When we click on some buttons, for example, there is an input form. Okay, you have filled a form. Below there is a submit button. When you click on the submit button, you will show the pop-up like, thanks Muzamil for submitting the survey. That time the Muzamil name you wanted to insert, right?
Okay.
You can
Okay.
insert using CSS.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
There will be multiple scenarios, sir. When we go for an like design, you will get to know. But as I'm covering the basics, it will looks like why lot of things are there, but everything has an usage in different thing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So I said like a hover. Basic example I have here in our website. We have implemented that one. Here on hover, I'm changing the color here. See on hover, I'm changing the color. So everything has a every different implementations. So that we are use that one. So when we give the assignment, you guys should know that okay, what is something we need to use.
Okay, and in our selector, can we change the color and make it a little bigger? Like when I take the cursor, there should change the color and
Here on hover, see already heading is defined. On hover, once I'm repeating, so they give one. I can give font size like around like bold. Font size I will give like 50 pixel. If you go here, and our size is growing. Whatever we can make it, sir. I will remove the background. The background
And
is
Salman,
remaining same.
one more doubt I have.
Hmm.
Open that page, this one. Okay, here the entire learning CSS, the entire thing was green, right?
Yeah, I have changed the color here. I am
Yeah.
commenting the color.
Okay, just open it.
Yeah.
Okay, if I want to make only this learning CSS to be green background, only that part to be green.
Yeah, that is what my next topic I need to cover.
Okay,
I'm going to that.
okay.
Okay. So you guys got it right. So this is all about this one, guys. So assignment for you guys is practice first child, nth child in the classes. Then there is topic called relational selectors. You can search in the Google anywhere. You will get this one. So study this one. Okay. So this is very easy. What these selectors is? Basically siblings. So which is if two selectors, you study that one relation selectors, we'll get a plus, minus, and something like greater than and tilde. Yeah, these are the four things we use along with the classes names. You study these one, you will get to know. These are also very easy thing because you need to have some self learning because here we are teaching the front end, we will teach the back end. Then when you go for IT, you have a something self learning. That is the reason I'm giving the assignment. I just take hardly 5 minutes to cover me, but you do this one assignment for you guys. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? So now we have covered all the basics. You know how to apply the styles, how to apply the extra effects, and everything you know, right? Now, yeah. So in the HTML, we have something called there is like some categories, guys. For example, in the HTML, we have something called type. There are we generally we have a two tags. One is a normal tags and one is a generic tag. Generic tag is commonly used purpose, right? But in the HTML only, we have something called two types of elements. One is inline elements. I didn't cover this one because I wanted to show you really like how it works. That's the reason I didn't cover this one in the HTML. I'm covering this one. This is the topic which is left in the NDM. Inline versus block level elements. Most of the guys who are working in IT doesn't know the proper usage of inline and block. They will end up in the lot of issues. They will not be able to design properly. Why? Because of these things. So what we have is inline and block level. So if you guys okay, I can erase this one, right?
Can you please
You guys
share this code for reference
okay, sir.
before erasing?
Okay. Yeah, I will share it. Okay. Now I will remove everything. Why I am cleaning each and every time is to make it like an focus thing, because if I have a lot of things, right, someone will not properly focus on the lot of content. This is like review from the last class. That is the reason what I will do is whenever I explain a new topic, I will take something new and I will explain them. Okay, so now I have H1 tag. So what is the heading I have given that one? Heading background color white, color wheat I have given. Okay, color also doesn't play any role. Let it be. So yeah, now if I insert another H1 here, I'll add learning gate. It is coming in which line? Next line, right? It is coming in next line, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So these are called block level elements. The elements which are start in a new line and that will take a full width and height according to the like its own like the property. Those are called block level elements. Block level elements are what? Always they whenever we insert that one, that will take entire line width and it will start in a new line. For example, heading tag. See this. How much width it is taking? How much width is taking heading tag?
The whole page, sir.
Whole page, sir.
No, guys.
Whole page
How much
मतलब
width?
heading full.
The width of the
Whole
page.
line, right? It is
Yes,
taking
sir.
whole line. How
Whole
we get
line.
to know that it is taking
Yes,
whole
sir.
line? Because we applied background color. When we apply a background color, we are seeing that the content is only like this much, but it is taking complete full line, right? It is not a good thing, right? And same thing, if we add another HTML and with the same class name, it will come in second line. It could have started here only. Here, yeah. See, now, yeah, see, learning it, there is a space here, but it is starting in how?
Next line.
Next line. So it is also taking it is like waste of spaces, right? So the elements which always start on a new line and take up the full width available, and anything that follows appears on its own line is called block level elements. Clear, right? What are the block level elements?
Yes.
Clear or not, guys?
Not clear, sir. Once again,
Can you repeat once again the definition, Salman?
The tags which takes full width and starts in a new line are called block level elements. Basic in simple analogy, what it is taking full line, right? That is called block level elements. Okay, now what I will do is I will go for an inline. You will get to know the difference. So this is there. This first line is there. Okay. Now, let's take something. Which one tag is there? Yeah, this is only there. We have, yeah. So inline, what I will do is this is an inline tag, right? Now I have used the div. I have written text. This is the first line. Let's do something like apply class here. Article. So clear, right? So there is a paragraph here, right? So I have written some text. Okay. Now within the div. Okay, div is how which type of element will clarify here. So it is also block level, right? It is taking full complete width, right?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what I was explaining. Now what I will do is I will write span tag where it is starting. For example, learning is there, right? Learning is a span tag which I have used. Okay. If I use a span tag and I've added this one below this line, it is here, right? Now what I will do is I will add another span tag here where it is starting beside. And for this one, same article thing, I will give as a class name. Now tell me what is the difference which you can see here. Now you only understood like what is inline and tell me. I have used two span tags and I have added let's add paragraph only. Now tell me, can you identify which is the first span, which is the second span? Because it is like both are starting in a new line, you will say that. That is the reason I will reduce this text to somewhere like this much. Yeah. Now tell me, where is the first paragraph ended? Where is the second paragraph started? Are you guys like able to follow up what I'm saying?
Yeah, from lorem it's first paragraph.
Yeah, from here to here it is the first paragraph. Then from here to here second paragraph. We can do another thing. Article 2. Yeah. Now tell me, like which is the first paragraph and which is the second paragraph? Green is the first paragraph, third. But same thing, if I do for a paragraph, this is span tag, right?
Yes, sir.
If I use paragraph, same text I will add. Okay, another paragraph I will use. And class name also I will use same. First paragraph will be class article. And class will be article 2. Now see what is happening.
It's coming into next line.
Next pack.
So that's what I'm saying. These paragraph and H1 are a block level element. Span is an inline element. So inline elements will occupy the how much width it is needed for its content. But block level occupies it is complete whole line width irrespective of the content. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, just in this line, just we have a ipsum. For this ipsum, this block level is taking complete width. Is it necessary next line this complete width? See here, it is taking only like this much width. And this rest space is available. If I want to add something again here, I can add it here. For example, see, if I add something span here below this one, automatically it will go and accommodate this space. See? Right?
Yes, sir.
If I add again something, then it will go and accommodate here. Because span is an what type of element?
Inline.
Inline element.
Yes.
Inline element. So, like I think Muzamil sir, your question is answered. If you want to make only the content which is there, then you need to use inline tag instead of a block level tag. So the block level tags are block levels are I'm listing here, so you will get an understanding. P H1 to H6. Okay. Then whatever like UL OL which you have studied, right? That also a block level. Then semantic tags, header, footer, then LI, then whatever you have studied, right? All, then form, then horizontal. So all are block level. So what does that mean by it will occupy complete width irrespective of the content. Then something we have is inline. Inline, which are the tags we have inline is one is a span and even div also come here. Div is also block level tag. The block level generic tag, this one. Span is there. Then we have an anchor tag. We have an image tag. Why the image is, I think I have showed you earlier, right? If I add an image tag 2 times, images will come side by side, right? It won't come in a new line, correct? I think you have shown.
Yes, sir.
You. So why it is coming side by side means it is occupying only that much space. So image. Then I think you have seen the input tag also, right? If you add 2 inputs, it will come beside. I was adding the HR and breaking them.
So, Salman, if I want to add 2 inputs side by side, then I have to use span. Under that, you have to use image tag.
No. Why you need to already form within the form input is already an inline tag. So it will only take how much it is needed. For example, you can see here. I'm adding the input here. I'm giving the like something like name, first name. If I add another input, last name, input is coming beside by side, right?
Yeah, I'm asking about image. If you want to add two images side by side, then I have to
Hmm.
use that image tag within span, na?
No. Image is already an inline tag. I'm saying na inline tags are span, anchor,
Okay.
image, input. So if you want, don't need to do this one. Just I'm showing here image tag also. Image, because to apply the properties, this is very much important, guys. If you don't know which is block level and which is inline, then you will apply wrong styles to the particular images. I think I didn't copy it. So see, I'm copying this image, I'm adding here. This is the first image. If you go and check here, I got one image, right? Then same image tag, I will copy and paste it below. If it is a block level, the next image should have come in next line. But it is not a block level, it is a inline. So images are coming beside.
Okay.
Because it is not taking complete width, it is taking only the how much space it is needed. So that is called inline. So that's what I'm saying. Span is a inline, anchor tag is a inline, image tag is a inline, input tag is a inline.
No, if I want to keep the second image below, then I have to place a break tag.
Yeah, you need to place a break tag, or you can convert inline to block. That is like next topics are there.
Okay.
First, I'm like distinguishing the tag between the two types.
Okay.
Then button is also like inline tag. Then we have like a lot of other styling tags, right? I think strong, small, like a lot of tags we have, right? And the label is also like inline tag. Label which we are using in the form. These are called all what we call and break also. These are all called inline tags, inline elements, and these are all called block level elements. Now, whenever I ask you to place the content, I will give the assignments. I will ask you to like do like this, right? That time, don't say that, sir, it is taking complete weight. How can I make two elements in one row? That time, I will say simple study block level and inline. Then you will get to know. So you should have an idea which are block level. Div, paragraph, all H1 to H6, header, footer, link, form, HR, all are in block level. Inline,
Sir,
span,
what is
image,
HR tag, sir?
horizontal line. You could
Okay.
have tried it, man. You go as not reading the notes. Horizontal tag, complete line it will take, na.
Yes, sir.
Read the notes. Why we have made the notes for you guys only, right? Otherwise, we could have sent us only the code snippet only. Everything is there in the notes. If you go here, see introduction to web. What is HTML? What is HTML? How document structure is there? And how the output will be. That's also we are shown here. Make me bold. We are using a bold tag. It is only the applying the bold. This is an inline. If the bold tag is an block level, then it should have take complete width, right? But it's not taking. We can use it bold. Then see, we have a list. If you give the list, how the list will be. Everything is there for you guys. Forms. All the forms have been listed here. And the form, how it looks also we have given here. And yeah, block level inline also is there here. See, everything is there for you guys, but I think don't know like
Okay,
from
sir.
see the rule, how you define the CSS, what are the selectors we have, then CSS inclusion. So inline, everything is there. How the heading, then we have a selectors, how the selectors will work, specificity, inline, ID, class, element. Got right? Why the
Got
inline
it,
has a
sir.
higher priority? What is the specificity inline? 1000. So these are like you need to study and come the previous topics. And when you cover this one, there will be automatically checkbox here. This is a note for all the front end which we are going to learn here.
What will we learn in backend, Salma?
What's that?
What will we learn in backend?
writing the DB, writing the servers,
Okay.
configuring the database.
Okay. So that nodes is only front end nodes. Yeah.
Backend, we have separate URL. We are updating on the backend on that.
Okay. No, I thought it's a complete